Now, this topic is very close to my heart because my side hustle when I started my career was shooting weddings and editing weddings. And if there's one thing that I know about it is that brides almost always want high key look where everything is basically blown out. And at the same time, they always request to have a warm look, which is why Mike Turner here, who inspired me to do this video, sent me this, his Rec 709, and his final grade. There's also a log. This was shot on Canon. And when I saw this, I'm like, I need to address this and do a video about it, okay? There's no roasting going on here. I just want to give my 2 cents to what we can do. And at the end, I'm also going to tell him what he can do with his node tree to get a much better result. Actually, when we build our look, he's going to see how that's going to happen. As you guys can clearly look at my screen, and I only have 6 nodes. I mean, this is input device transform, output device transform. So the real dance is only going to happen in 4 nodes. And you saw the end result. So the goal is simple. We want to give them the high key. We want to make the image look warm, but not dingy. And we want to build a node tree that is sustainable. When you're working on a wedding, you're going to have 300, 500,000 shots, and they're going to be in all kinds of different locations. So we cannot build complex node trees. We have to simplify our entire process. So I broke it down into 5 simple steps that are going to give you the look that is going to get you hired on that next destination wedding you're going to shoot in Spain. So if you guys are pumped, do me a favor, because there's about 78% of you that are not following this channel. We're going to be putting out 2 videos per week. That is my promise. If you subscribe to my channel today, smash the like button if you enjoy content like this. Let's jump right in. For those that don't know me, my name is Qazi. I've worked with brands like Adidas, Amazon Prime, Universal Studios, and I make no bullshit, straightforward color grading tutorials so you can work with your dream clients. All right, first things first, let's set up our exposure and our balance. Let's start with our exposure. So I'm gonna grab my global offset, go all the way, and then pull it down. Where do I feel like it looks good? The sweet spot. What if we do 3/4 of a stop? Brings it up, looks pretty good. Like that is putting us in the sweet spot. So once we start building our look, we're gonna be able to push and get that high key look. This is looking good. What about our balance? I'm gonna be using my printer lights, but you can totally use your HDR offset and just do it right here. I just feel like I get a little bit more accuracy using my printer lights. I'm aging myself, but that's the process that I'm going to use. I'm gonna be calling it out what I'm doing, okay? So I'm gonna start with plus and minuses. Let's just start with like maybe adding a little bit of magenta. So we're going to basically subtract green. Let's go there, too much. Let's go back. That's good. What about red? Okay, too much. We do want overall warm look, so we want to kind of keep that in mind. What about cyan? Pull it back. I'm looking at the clouds right now. The clouds are starting to look pretty good, you see? Like they're starting to look really, really good. Okay, so what about, maybe push back on the green a little bit? Okay, this is looking better. What about our yellow? Do we want to add more blue? I'm looking at the sky is looking pretty good. So this is starting to look actually pretty decent, like where we are. There's going to be a little bit of warmth, but this is like in a pretty good spot. Okay, so that is a pretty big change. First little fix to get us there where we want to go. Okay, this is a big one. That's the major one. A lot of people create warmth by just like start pushing the entire image toward that warm place. This is where the teeth start to look yellow, the dresses start to look dingy, everything just like, the skin tones are looking like they have jaundice. Don't do that. We don't want to do that. We want to think about what they're asking for when they say, give us that warm look, give us that Instagram filter look. So let's do that. Let's give them that. We're going to do it in a very clever way. So the first thing that I want to do, let's just set up our overall exposure to get that high key look going. All right. So I'm going to kind of like park my 18% gray so that doesn't move. I'm going to lift that up a little bit like that. So we have that Vogue, like beautiful, milky, like undertones. And I'm going to pull this and put it somewhere around here. I'm just like looking at my dude and we're starting to get some good shape going there. And now I'm just going to grab my top and I'm going to pull it. And I'm just like looking at the clouds in the back. I just want to give them a nice little pop. I mean, just look at this, right? Like they're just getting such a beautiful pop, and we have come such a long way. It makes me happy. I mean, look at that, right? So we're getting a very beautiful pop. Now, what else can we do? Can we ease off on the pop before and after? Looking good. Okay, that is looking good. This is really, really good. Okay, so that is fine. Now, a few things that we can do, break that chain and see what we can do here, right? Like, can we add a little bit more color? I feel like having a little bit of magenta in the undertones gives it like a retro look, like really clean, and then having maybe a little bit of like green up top. You'll see what I'm talking about. We're gonna go in our greens. I'm gonna take it right here. Let's punch in a little bit, and I'm gonna pull it down and just like look at his pants and like undertones like around here. It just cleans up the image so beautifully. And then if we just go up top, and if I just go like this, like not too much, but just a kiss, and if I do before and after, see, like it creates like this very pretty like retro look. Okay, and for those that are shooting a ton of content and they just don't have the time to build their own recipes from ground up, then you must try Rapid Grade. Let's just try this. Okay, I'm gonna drop our one-click look system, and let's drop this look right here, commercial white. Look at this, the kind of change that we made. Or how about something softer like retro chrome? Look at the sky, look at our skin tones, everything will latch on. No qualifiers are being used. Look at how pretty the skin tones are. Everything is working in DaVinci wide gamut, 30 plus stops of dynamic range, so you're future-proofing yourself. Everything is 100% customizable. How about we even select something softer like soft rose? Look at how pretty this is. Or a warm kiss. Look at that. The skin tones will always look perfect. The main things, your anchors will always be dialed in. And again, you can customize it if you want to. This is a no-brainer. You can start for as low as $37 a month, and it comes with a 7-day money-back guarantee, so there's absolutely nothing to lose. Link is in the description. Check it out. Let's get back to the video. But everything is about to change right now. The next step, the third little fix, which is right here. We have to get into our hue versus saturation to really go where we want to get that warmth. Our warmth, a lot of our warmth is going to come from here, okay? So let's go get that. Let's go in our yellows, and let's start moving it around. You see this? We just can go right here, and it looks really good. Like, look at this. Let's go in our greens and do the same exact thing. Just a little bit. Park it in the same exact area as the other one. And if we start to do before and after, like, wow. Okay, how about our blues? And we just want to basically add a little bit of cyan in there, and then go right here. Do the same exact thing. You see what's happening in the back? Like just a tiny bit cyan, nothing too crazy. And then let's go to our hue versus saturation, go under blue, lift it up, just give it a little bit more love. Do the same thing with our cyan, just a little bit more love, like right there. Okay, that's all we're doing, just kissing it. All right, nothing crazy. Let's go back, like kind of go extreme to see, like, you know, what's the real change that we're making here. It looks good. Like everything is looking good, and it is where we really want it. Okay, so this is all good. Do we want to push these more? I don't think so. Like our warmth, like we can, if we want to, like go here. Like if just even for the tutorial's sake, right? Like example's sake. So now if I do before and after, let's actually buy some more real estate. And if I just come out here and do this, you see the warmth that we added in the bones of our image without like really making our footage look dingy. Like the white is still white. And that is the cinematic look. When you see something in Hollywood or high-end commercial, you're like, wow, like how is white, but then everything else is like this other thing. A lot of them are doing stuff like this. But I do want to do one thing, which is let's pump in warmth using our gamma, so even the skin tones get like this rich, creamy color, but then offset that by using our gain to basically keep our whites clean. And then that's our fourth trick that's gonna happen here, okay? So I'm gonna go and drop my blue to add that warmth. I'm gonna go under my green and see where I wanna go, maybe somewhere around here. My red, I can just take it here, blue, like add that warmth. Okay, And now I'm looking at the sky in the back, and let's clean it up. So I'm gonna go in my blue, lift it up. I'm gonna go in my magenta, pull it down, lift up my blue. And you see like now my blue is like so clean. And then we added so much warmth in the gamma. And you see the color separation that we created. Okay, now where you want to take it is up to you, but like look at how clean we're keeping our whites. Look at this right here, that little dance that we just did. We grabbed our gamma, warm it up, gave the skin tones that beautiful kiss of warmth, and then we took the highlights and kept it up there. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. And now the next thing that I'm going to do, which is going to make the biggest change, is right here. Always make them look perfect. And one of the easiest ways to do that is just go here and type in glow. Okay, drop that on, nothing happens. What we need to do is something very simple. Take the threshold, pull it all the way back, and then bring it closer to something like this. And then what do we want to do? We want to take it all the way to the right. Okay, so then this effect is very, very gentle. And now we just want to play with it. So where do we want to do before and after? Okay, so let's park it somewhere around here. Now you can go right here and pick any color. Like you can actually, like, you know, just for getting crazy, we can just pick like some really crazy colors, like even something like that. But what about if we just pick like white, like, you know, that silverish white that we want to add to our footage, and we just pick something like this. And now we do before and after, and like look at, even when they're like this, how much pop we added in this area while leaving everything else as is. Now the final touch, you got to do broad stroke stuff, okay? And you want to create a vignette that is just like this. So one of the mistakes that I saw with Mike, he was doing multiple windows. Don't do that. It's a wedding shoot, okay? There's going to be a lot more shots, so you don't want to mess with that. Just take this, dude, what is happening? So let's spread this out, okay? Pull this down to something like that, spread it to something like that, okay? Move it a little bit, just give it a little bit of shape. So I'm gonna go and move it like this if the sun is coming from there, and just that's good enough. Let's go under gamma, invert it, and then we just keep it realistic. So we go, okay, this is looking good. All right, and now if we just go here and look at this right there, that's looking really, really good. So if I take this and go before and after, what we started with to where we are, and that warmth that we added without sacrificing anything else. So like if you look at his white, it stays white. We did not change anything on that, right? Like it's staying crispy, but like the overall image very beautifully just moves toward this quadrant. We're seeing that, but it's not overwhelming. It's not over the top. It is not doing something, you know, that we even see right here, where it's just like, it's taking a lot of these colors and just like shifting them in a way. Like if you look at the sky, it's getting too red here. Okay, if I go here to here, that is the giveaway. I'm like, oh man, something is feeling really off, right? And then like the vignette is just so heavy because of this. Like, I mean, we have this vignette, then we have this, you know, window, pulling it down. We have a lot applied, but then the opacity is pulled down. Why is our look node sitting right here? That should be all the way down here. We have like way too much going on, right? Like exposure and balance, sure, you can keep it separate or you can keep it in one, so we can keep like the entire process very, very tight. What we're seeing here, what we did, right? Like we're just like really minimizing our steps. And if it's a wedding shoot and if that's the look that I created, obviously I'm going toward like very much like the sunset look, which was his objective. He wanted to achieve that sunset look. We can even just like dial back a little bit if we don't want to go that far. So like, okay, in my gamma right here, if I just kind of want to pull that back, and if I just go, well, maybe I just want to like kind of dial it back a little bit. So I just took my reds in my gamma and I pulled it down a little bit. And now it's like a very, very balanced grade that we created. And it was just like this simple. So once you have command over these basic but very fundamental tools inside Resolve, like look at the kind of effect and the kind of like looks we can create. But that is just scratching the surface. Now, if you really want to take this look to a whole another level, then you cannot avoid looking at rapid grade. I'm just going to go here. I'm going to basically select one of our one-click looks, which is 100% customizable. And let's just go here and select commercial white. And like, look at this, right? So like the reason why it feels like it's double LUTing is because we created our contrast here. So as soon as we get rid of this, look at this, how beautiful that is. Or how about if we create something very gentle, like a warm kiss, like this look right here, like look how pretty that is. Or what about if we select retrochrome? Look at what the hell happens to the sky, the leaves. Like, are you kidding me? And look at how perfect the skin tones are, like how good these guys look. There are 52 looks we create, custom looks that we create every year, which is one look a week, fully customizable, works in DaVinci Wide Gamut, which means you have 30 plus stops of dynamic range. Depending on whichever camera you're using, you are always future proof. It comes with a 7-day money back guarantee, and you can start for as low as $37 a month. So this is absolutely a no-brainer. You should definitely check it out. Link is in the description. If you guys have any video suggestions, drop them down below. I will see you guys in the next one.